So have you ever wondered what a parenting plan actually is? Hello, my name is Patrick Slaughter. I'm with LaFevor and Slaughter. And I can tell you, a lot of times people will call me and we'll be talking about their case. And I keep talking about parenting plan and they say, what is that? So a basic definition of a parenting plan is that it's a court-ordered custody arrangement that deals with a day-to-day schedule as well as a number of other issues such as day-to-day decision making, transportation arrangements to and from the exchange, and some other special situations that various cases may encounter. The primary component of a parenting plan would be to delineate who has the child when on every day of the year. So the first part of the parenting plan will talk about that one person, the primary residential parent, has the child or children, in their care every day except for, and then that's when the alternate residential parent schedule would be identified. That's when you'll see maybe a mother or father gets alternating weekends and one day during the off week, or some other specific parenting arrangement. There's also a section on holidays, and each of those holidays is defined: who gets the child on Christmas, who gets the child during Easter, who gets the child on Halloween. Halloween's very contested, by the way. And then also, like I said, there's arrangements for, how is the child going to be transferred from one parent to the other, where is the exchange to take place, how that's going to be dealt with, things of that sort. And then finally, the last part of the plan will talk about the financial obligations each parent has. Which parent's going to pay child support, how much child support is going to be paid according to the child support calculation worksheet that's attached to the parenting plan. And then finally, at the end, there's some boilerplate language that people tend to overlook, but that language is important. One of those things is the Tennessee Parental Bill of Rights that identifies, what rights does the non-custodial parent have during the other custodian's time. Things such as, how many telephone calls are you entitled to during the other parent's co-parenting time? What has to happen when there's an emergency medical situation that the parties have to deal with? Both parents have an equal access to medical and school records. There's things that are important in those Parental Bill of Rights, and I would urge everyone to read those, understand what those rights are, and again, be prepared to exercise those rights. If you're looking through your parenting plan, you have questions and it doesn't make a lot of sense, or you're trying to understand what something means, by all means, pick up the phone, give us a call. We'd be happy to sit down and talk to you about that. Like I said, the parenting plan contains very specific rights, and if you don't exercise those rights, you can lose them. So it's better to understand what they are, be prepared to exercise those rights in case you can use them later, or at least to maintain the co-parenting arrangement that you're at now if that's something that you negotiated to achieve. Again, my name is Patrick Slaughter. I hope you're doing well, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.